They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for an open area to his left. The ball squirts free. So he coughed it up and got it back, but he didn't get it to the 1st down line. It'll be a turnover.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Throwing right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, this is almost icing meat cake, right? Like late in the 4th quarter, you're up by 2 scores. Exactly what you want to do. Get a stop. Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this. Tick, tick, tick.
He's tackled at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Working the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Now rolling to the left. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a 3rd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's go. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. down. Here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Baylor.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something down.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Alabama.
Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. On the move to his left. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Timeout is called with just a single second left. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. No, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Seahawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Second and 10 after the previous play. On the run, it's Genty. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. He's right on target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, look out! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Genty. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's holding. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Of the first quarter, and after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Slider.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Using his legs, it's Genty. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Gets it out quickly. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed on the outside, it's Genty. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Give to the big fullback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brought in.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for room. It's Genty. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Get set, get set.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Might be looking to run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Complete to the left. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
The Boise State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, OCC.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to pass on second down. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side.
Of the first half, with the game tied.
And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half.
Kick out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield.
Easy. Ringo.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He wants to throw it again. Coming after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. The Broncos get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Genty. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Ball in the air, intercepted!
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
We're all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that was a nice 2nd down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the 1st down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Green 25.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Stewart. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
The Ducks are on the move.
In blue.
They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's James. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
All tied up, under a minute to play. The give out of the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Oregon.
First down, 10 yards to go. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Give to the back. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, Big suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's James. Working the middle, it's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45, on its way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This Boston College offense has it working. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Franklin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the return, it's Clark. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. At the 40, there he goes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Green. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jackson. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The back goes in motion, trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air. It's Green. Floats it out in space. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown.
Pound 55 weak. Longer.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Grab near the marker. It's Armstrong. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they strike first. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's James. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
He's back to throw on second down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were and he adjusted his route accordingly.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Green. Getting some heat. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that ball is picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down.
He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the 2nd half.